Here are some cookie baking tips to ensure that you'll get picture-perfect and delicious results every time. Make sure the fat you're using isn't too soft. If it's above 72 degrees, it will melt faster in the oven, and when that happens, your cookies will flatten before they're able to set. Butter, stick margarine with at least 80% oil, and shortening are the right types of fat to use in cookies. Whipped, tub, liquid, or reduced fat products contain too much air and water and will produce flat, underbrowned cookies. Use heavy gauge, dull aluminum baking sheets. When your recipe calls for greased baking sheets, use nonstick cooking spray or shortening or parchment sheets, as dark finishes on baking sheets can cause your cookies to become overly browned. Another tip is make sure the oven is preheated and ready to go. For even baking, make sure the cookies are the same size and thickness. A cookie scoop will give you consistent proportions and is an essential tool for cookie making. What I do is I pack the dough in there and then level it with an offset spatula. Place cookies 2 to 3 inches apart on a cool baking sheet, unless the recipe states otherwise. Bake only 1 sheet of cookies in the oven at one time. If you need to bake 2 sheets, just rotate the position halfway through the baking time. Check the cookies when the minimum bake time is reached, baking longer if necessary. Follow the doneness test given in the recipe. Let the cookies cool on the baking sheet for 1 minute before removing cookies to a wire rack to continue cooling. A tool that I love for this job is a cookie spatula. It's got a short little spatula which helps you get in between the cookies and also around the edges of the pan. Let the baking sheet cool before placing on the next batch of dough. Otherwise, the heat from the sheet will soften the dough, causing it to spread.